स्क्रीन शेअर स्क्रीन आणि नंतर व्हिडिओ इथे स्टार्ट व्हिडिओ म्यूट.
बरं येणार का
काय माहिती
Good morning, everyone. I am Samir Shafi, Assistant Professor, Shulingeshwar College of Pharmacy, Almala. On the behalf of our second webinar on a topic, Pharmacist and Healthcare System, I heartily welcome you all. Dear friends, as you all know that Shulingeshwar College of Pharmacy and the Gurujirao Deshmukh D Pharmacy College has organized a series of 5 webinars for 11th and 12th science students. The basic motto behind organizing this webinar for 11th and 12th science students is to make them aware regarding what are the different career opportunities in pharmacy. For the today's webinar, today we have with us Honorable Professor Shu Shankar Vagdare sir. He's a lecturer and head of the department, the Gurujirao Deshmukh D Pharmacy College, Almala. Before we start the session, in short, I would like to introduce Professor Shu Shankar Vagdare sir. Vagdare sir has completed his B Pharm from Rajgarh Jnanpith's College of Pharmacy, Bhor, Pune University in 1999. Sir has started his career as an entrepreneur. Sir has started his own aromatic oil distillation plant. Later on, he has shifted towards the academics. Sir has joined the Gurujirao Deshmukh D Pharmacy College in year 2006 as a founder member. Sir is having a total experience of 14 years. His contribution towards the academics is highly appreciable. Sir has guided more than thousands of students, especially regarding different career opportunities in pharmacy. More than 1,000 students, they are working as a successful pharmacist throughout the India. So such an eminent personality is have with us today. I would like to request Professor Shu Shankar Vagdare sir to please start the session. I hope you all will enjoy this session. Professor Shu Shankar Vagdare sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Samir sir, for your praiseworthy words. As a presenter, I would like to introduce myself also. Myself, Shu Shankar Vagdare, lecturer at Gurujirao Deshmukh D Pharmacy College, Almala. I have near about 14 years of experience as a teacher. Before joining my lectureship, I had worked with some oil distillation companies and I have started my own oil distillation business. Later on, I have switched to lectureship, and since 2006, I am working as a lecturer in the Gurujirao Deshmukh D Pharmacy College as a founder member. So I would like to welcome all of you in this webinar, Pharmacy and Healthcare System. I would like to tell you that this particular webinar will be taken in the 2 parts. The first part will be the pharmacy and healthcare system, and the second part I would like to focus on some career opportunities for D Pharmacy students. Friends, let's hope that all of you are safe in your houses along with your near and dear ones. I would like to share one more thing, that this particular webinar, the participants of this webinar are from 11th and 12th background. So for their convenience, I would like to use their local language, which is understandable by them. That's why intermittently I will use Marathi also. So this webinar will be a blend of 2 different languages, that is Marathi and English. So today, let's start with the webinar. The objectives of today's webinar. Friends, whenever any 10th student take admission to 11th science, he has got only 2 conventional career opportunities in front of him, that is medical and engineering. Whenever they pass their 12th science and they don't get admission to these conventional courses like medical and engineering, they get depressed and they by accidentally they enter into the pharmacy profession. But if you or if those students come to know the various opportunities, job opportunities and business opportunities that the pharmacy profession offers to them, they will automatically join this particular course voluntarily. So to create an awareness among 11th and 12th students about the pharmacy profession is the main objective of our today's webinar. Apart from that, the common person's knowledge regarding the pharmacist is a very limited one. What the common person thinks that pharmacist is the person who only dispenses the prescribed medicine by the doctor, but that is not the case. Pharmacist has to play a very important role in the healthcare system. So to interpret and to signify the importance of pharmacist, I have got the second objective for this particular webinar, that is to illustrate the importance and interdependence of pharmacy profession in today's healthcare system. And third and very important thing is that whenever there is a D pharmacy discussion, the students think that if anybody does a D pharmacy, he can only start medical shop. But I would like to say that at least that particular person start a medical shop. There are enormous other career opportunities that a D pharmacy student can go into. So in the third objective, I would like to tell that students, you can have various career opportunities after completion of your D pharmacy course. So let's start with some basic things. The basic requirement of the human being. All of you know that our basic requirement are food, shelter, water and clothing. मराठीमध्ये ज्याला अन्न, वस्त्र, निवारा असं म्हटलं जातं, ह्या मानवाच्या 3 मूलभूत गरजा आहेत. But in the recent times, the fourth basic need is emerging in the form of medicine. To illustrate this, I would like to tell you that if you see in your home or around your home in the society, every other person is suffering from some kind of disease. That disease maybe ranges from common cold to lifelong diseases, or some chronic diseases like hypertension, then diabetes, or many complicated health conditions. For every disease ranging from common cold to the complicated health conditions, you are supposed to take some medicines, and the demand of medicine is increasing day by day. There are many other issues for the demand of medicines also. The today's changed lifestyle, the sedentary lifestyle, weakened immune system, then introduction of new disease like just now we have facing the COVID pandemic, like these diseases, and all these, because of all these reasons, the demand of medicine is increasing day by day. Friends, all of you know that the world is desperately waiting for the vaccine or the treatment of COVID-19 pandemic, but because of its unavailability, we are forced to remain in the lockdown. Okay, so this is signifies the importance of medicines in the life of human being. Okay, all the businesses are shut down because of the lockdown, but the medicine shops are still open. That is what the importance of our medicine. In short, we can say that medicine will be required by the human until there is a single man exist on the earth. And this is also true in the case of profession which is associated with these particular medicines, that is pharmacy profession. मराठीमध्ये असं थोडंसं म्हणूया की जोपर्यंत ह्या भूतलावर एकही व्यक्ती जिवंत आहे तोपर्यंत मानवाला औषधाची गरज लागणार आहे. आणि त्याचबरोबर औषधाशी संदर्भामध्ये जे एक शास्त्र आहे, ज्याला औषध निर्माण शास्त्र असं म्हटलं जातं, ते सुद्धा, त्याची सुद्धा गरज ह्या शेवटपर्यंत आपल्याला लागणार आहे. Okay, so let's try to find out what is pharmacy profession. What is pharmacy? Theoretically speaking, it is an art and science of preparing medicine. Okay, but it is an art of developing medicine by knowing the science of its effects on the human body. Okay, औषध निर्माण शास्त्र हे असं एक शास्त्र आहे ज्याच्यामध्ये औषधांचं संशोधन, औषधांची निर्मिती, औषधांचं वितरण आणि औषधांची विक्री या बरोबरच या सगळ्याच गोष्टींचं शिक्षण आणि प्रशिक्षण या गोष्टींचा अंतर्भाव होतो. It is expected that the pharmacist should know the knowledge of identification of drugs, their selection, their synthesis of drugs, formulation, various preservation techniques for the drugs, and analysis and standardization of drugs and medicines required as a part of quality control and quality analysis, because pharmacists are considered as responsible for the proper and safe distribution and use of drugs. Okay, so pharmacy profession हे या हेल्थ केअर सिस्टीम मधलं एक अतिशय महत्वाचं प्रोफेशन आहे, जे की अदर बाकीच्या हेल्थ प्रोफेशनशी कन्व्हिनियंटली काम करत असतं. Now I would like to tell, or I would like to throw light on what is healthcare system? Friends, with the introduction of allopathic system of medicine in India, when British came to India in the form of East India Company, they brought with themselves a allopathic system of medicine. What is that allopathic system of medicine? And because of that allopathic system of medicine, a new term has been coined in the Indian market, that is organization of hospitals. The organization of hospitals involves the chain of many healthcare professionals like physicians, nurses, lab technicians, pharmacists, dietitians, and everybody who is directly or indirectly dependent or directly or indirectly responsible for maintaining the health of nation. So all these professionals who work together for attaining, maintaining, and preserving the life or preserving the health of patients. So ultimately, we can say that all these professionals are responsible for maintaining the health of nation. मित्रांनो, सध्याच्या COVID-19च्या ह्या पॅन्डेमिक मध्ये हे संपूर्ण हेल्थकेअर प्रोफेशनल्स आपला जीव धोक्यामध्ये घालून त्या संपूर्ण पेशंटच्या ट्रीटमेंटसाठी खूप अविरत झटत आहेत आणि ह्याच गोष्टीमुळे आपल्याला ह्या हेल्थकेअर सिस्टीम मध्ये असणाऱ्या या संपूर्ण प्रोफेशनल्सचा जे संपूर्ण या एलिमेंट्सचं महत्व आपल्याला थोडक्यात लक्षात येत आहे. So we have seen what is pharmacy profession, who is a pharmacist. As I told you earlier that the knowledge of common person regarding pharmacist is very limited one. What they think, pharmacist is a person who only dispenses the prescribed medicine by a registered medical practitioner. But friends, this is not the case. If you see in the society, pharmacist has to perform various critical role in the maintaining the health of a patient in healthcare system. He is considered as a specialist in medication. He is a very good companion of all the healthcare system or all the healthcare members. By distributing or dispensing a drug, he can also perform a role of counselor to the patient by giving him a very good information about his health. And by doing this, he works as a guardian of public health. Okay. So what are the different avenues or what are the different areas in which pharmacist can work? We will start with pharmaceutical manufacturing. Now see, every role or everything concerning with the medicine or that particular thing, pharmacist is make or pharmacist is held responsible for that. So starting from pharmaceutical manufacturing is totally attributed to the pharmacist person. The people doing their degree in pharmacy, PG in pharmacy, and PhDs are assembled over that pharmaceutical manufacturing. They, in presence of their or in their guidance, pharmaceutical manufacturing is done. Formulation, drug development is done at pharmaceutical manufacturing unit. In regulatory affairs is, you can say that it is like a legal advisor system to pharmaceutical company. Every pharmaceutical company has to abide by some legislation laid down by government authority, and for that purpose, these regulatory affairs department works in harmony between the government authority and pharmaceutical company. At the same time, whenever any pharmaceutical company prepares any medicine, that particular medicine is need to be a very top quality. So for maintaining the quality control and quality assurance, quality control people actually carry out the analytical test to maintain the quality of that particular product. At the same time, quality assurance people let down the documented procedures to achieve that particular quality. Medical writing is another area where the pharmacy profession in pharmacy profession which is emerging very successfully. I would like to tell this particular thing in later afterwards. After that, a very lucrative field, pharmaceutical marketing. Whatever pharmaceutical companies are preparing, whatever products they are preparing need to be sold, and for the promotion of their sales, pharmaceutical companies appoint a marketing team in the for the sales promotion. So in that particular area also, pharmaceutical or pharmacist people can make career. Research and development. Every company continuously engaged themselves in the research and development activities, because newer and newer diseases are being introduced, and for the treatment of those newer diseases, new drug is to be researched, and that's why every pharmaceutical company has got R&D department in their wing. Academics is another avenue where degree pharmacist and PG pharmacist can enter. Degree holders, that means B pharmacy pharmacist, can go for the lectureship in the D pharmacy institutes, whereas M.Pharm candidates and PhD candidates can go for the lectureship in degree pharmacy institutes. Clinical trial is the one of the very important area where the pharmacist can contribute. Clinical trials are the things. See, whenever any pharmaceutical company prepares any medicine before their introduction into the market, these their clinical trials are to be taken. Two types of clinical trials are there. First one is preclinical trial, which are done on the experimental animals, whereas the clinical trials are done on human volunteers. After the successful test results of clinical trials, that particular drug can be introduced into the market. For the clinical research, these pharmacist people can give the share of their knowledge. The next and very important thing is hospital and community pharmacist. Hospital pharmacist, many hospitals, government hospitals, super specialty hospitals employ the services of hospital pharmacist for the distribution of their drugs into the hospital wards or ambulatory patients. At the same time, community pharmacist refers to the medical shops or chemist and druggist shops which are present in the society. Pharmacovigilance, whatever drugs that company produces may have drug interactions. To study the drug interaction study, the special team is appointed to keep vigil on the drug interaction study of that particular company. So these are the some avenues, these are some areas where pharmacist people can contribute their knowledge in the interest of public health and become a very integral part of public healthcare system. So what are the different jobs pharmacist can do in healthcare system? First of all, I would like to start with the hospital pharmacist. Friends, hospital pharmacist is the post created in the hospital. The hospitals employ the services of a qualified person or registered pharmacist for the distribution of their drugs into, I just said that, into their hospital wards, into ambulatory patients. But I would like to make it clear that there are 2 to 3 different posts in the hospitals. मराठीमध्ये ज्याला औषधी भांडार गृह म्हणतात त्याच्यामध्ये एक हॉस्पिटल फार्मासिस्ट लागतो जो स्टोर कीपर म्हणून काम करतो. At the same time, hospital pharmacist also required for as in the form of dispensing chemist. So these 2 roles are to be performed by that hospital pharmacist. Many hospitals are recruiting the pharmacist for that particular post. Drug inspector is the post appointed by central government or state government to keep vigil on, to keep strict control on the various and rules and regulations, whether these chemist and druggist shops, manufacturing units are following the rules or not. To check that check that particular thing, these drug inspector people are appointed by state government or central government. On the lines of drug inspector, food inspectors are also present, which are available in Food and Drug Administration Department. These food inspectors are responsible for controlling the things in the grocery shops, in hotel, the quality of food they serve, the quality of foodstuffs the grocery shops are being sold, and all these things are kept in rules and regulation. Production chemist, I just said that in the production department of a manufacturing unit, pharmacist has to work, and these pharmacist may be a degree pharmacist or PG pharmacist. Whatever that pharmaceutical company produces or whatever product that particular produces should comply with the official standard from which that particular monograph is taken. To achieve that quality control officer has to standardize various tests to maintain that particular quality. That quality assurance officer laid down the documented procedure for achieving quality control in the pharmaceutical unit. Clinical research scientist, it is the emerging avenue that in the clinical research, the drug prepared by the pharmaceutical company is checked or is tested by performing 2 different types of clinical tests. Regulatory affairs people, these are the bridge between the government authority and pharmaceutical company. I just stated that pharmaceutical company has to perform or has to follow certain rules and regulation laid down by government authority, and to do all these things, regulatory affairs department is present in that particular pharmaceutical company. You can say that these are the legal advisors of pharmaceutical company. Next one, marketing executive. Marketing is the main thing in any type of company, because it is easy to prepare anything, but it is somewhat hard to sell. So to achieve the sales promotion, pharmaceutical companies appoint many marketing executives for their sales promotion. academics, D Farm students, B Farm students, PG students, and PhD students. All of them can join the academics. D Farm students can join academics in the form of lab technician, in the form of storekeeper. Degree students, that means B Farm students, can join D Pharmacy institutes as a lecturers. Then M Farm students can join degree college in the form of assistant professor, and PhD students can also join academics in the form of assistant professor and professors. Now, the forensic pharmacy is the one field where the legal aspects of a pharmacy and drug are utilized in the litigation and that litigation purpose. Medical coding is the new emerging area in the field of pharmacy profession. I would like to tell the information of medical coding in Marathi because many people will not understand this in English. मेडिकल कोडिंग मित्रांनो, ज्यावेळी आपण आजारी पडतो त्यावेळी आपला जो आजार झालेला असतो त्याचा जो खर्च झालेला असतो तो खर्च आपल्याला मिळावा, पुन्हा मिळावा याच्यासाठी बरेच लोक हे हेल्थ इन्शुरन्स काढत असतात. हेल्थ इन्शुरन्सचं प्रमाण भारतामध्ये फार नगण्य म्हणजे 30% आसपास आहे. तेच प्रमाण अमेरिकेसारख्या प्रगत राष्ट्रांमध्ये 90% आसपास आहे. हे हेल्थ इन्शुरन्स करणारे कंपनीज जे आहे त्या झालेला खर्च त्यांना परत देत असतात, परंतु ते देत असताना ते झालेला संपूर्ण खर्च किंवा त्या पेशंटला झालेला आजार, त्याच्यावर केली गेलेली ट्रीटमेंट, त्याचं डायग्नोसिस, या संपूर्ण गोष्टींची माहिती त्या इन्शुरन्स कंपनीला पाहिजे असते. तर ही माहिती एका इंटरनॅशनल कोडिंगच्या स्वरूपामध्ये देण्याचं काम त्या मेडिकल कोडिंग करणाऱ्या कंपनीज त्या करत असतात. त्या माहितीच्या आधारे इन्शुरन्स कंपनीज त्या व्यक्तीला त्यांचा इन्शुरन्सचा क्लेम पे करत असतात. मित्रांनो, मेडिकल कोडिंग हे अतिशय चांगलं फील्ड ज्याला आपण म्हणू शकू, ज्याला थोडंसं सॉफ्टवेअरचं नॉलेज आहे, ज्यांचं अकॅडमिक बॅकग्राऊंड खूप चांगलं आहे, फार्माकोलॉजी चांगली आहे, अशी कुठलाही व्यक्ती, मग तो डी फार्मसी असेल, बी फार्मसी असेल, एम फार्मसी असेल, असा कुठलाही व्यक्ती त्या मेडिकल कोडिंगच्या क्षेत्रामध्ये उतरू शकतो. नेक्स्ट वन, armed forces pharmacist. In armed forces medical colleges and armed forces hospitals, these pharmacists can work as an hospital pharmacist. At the time of doing their job, they can also serve the nation while doing the job in the army hospitals. Medical representatives. This is the term that is very lucrative as far as the salary is concerned. Medical representative people are appointed by pharmaceutical companies to introduce their product to the doctors and to make available these products to the sideway medical stores of the doctor. We will speak on this in the latter part of this particular session. Laboratory technician and storekeeper. Laboratory technician is the post which can be availed by D Pharmacy students after completion of their D Pharmacy course and after registration, after their registering themselves with the State Pharmacy Council. What is the main job profile of storekeeper and laboratory technician, we will also see in the latter words. Wholesale drug store. This is the thing that many students go for. Wholesale drug store. If any pharmacist has a larger space for business and can afford to invest some large amount, he can start his wholesale drug store. And the last but not the least, the retail drug store. That is why I told in the starting introductory part that this is the last thing you can do if you are a pharmacist. Retail drug store, that means the present chemist and druggist shops which are present in the community. कमीत कमी फार्मासिस्ट झाल्यानंतर तुम्ही रिटेल ड्रग स्टोर सुरू करू शकता. आणि जर तुमचं ड्रग स्टोर हे अतिशय वर्दळीच्या ठिकाणी असेल, एकदम बाजाराच्या ठिकाणी असेल, तर आपल्याला सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे मित्रांनो की हा जो बिझनेस आहे हा अतिशय एक चांगला बिझनेस, एक रेप्युटेड बिझनेस, एक प्रिव्हिलेज्ड बिझनेस म्हणून आपल्या नावारूपाला आलेला आहे. सो लेट्स सी नेक्स्ट वन. तर या सगळ्याच गोष्टींमधून within all these different career avenues, what does actually a pharmacist do? What is its main role in the maintaining the health in the healthcare system? So he prepares the medicine or he supervises and dispensing of the medicine. Pharmaceutical, right from pharmaceutical manufacturing to pharmaceutical research and development, pharmaceutical manufacturing, then distribution, then sale, everything is attributed to the knowledge of pharmacists. So by using this particular knowledge, he can advise patient how to take the medicine, how should be taken, what are the effects, the side effects, what are the toxic effects of the drug, and what are the food drug interactions, drug interaction, what are the ill effects of self medication. All these things can be successfully or effectively advised by a pharmacist to a patient. He can also advise, pharmacist can also advise policy makers for if there is any loophole in the present policy with the help of certain agency or association with him with which he is associated himself. Then government tries to think the present scenario and he may change that particular policy in the interest of a public health. He can give a public healthcare education. Here he is a very good counsel. He can prove a very good counselor because he knows very much good things regarding the maintenance of good health. That's why he can a very good healthcare educator. By serving as a pharmacist in his community pharmacist in his community or drugstore or as a hospital pharmacist, he also educate people regarding various healthcare issues like de-addiction services, ill effects of self-medication, the importance of family planning. As far as pediatric patients are concerned, the immunization schedule, how to boost the immunity, all these things can be successfully educated by the pharmacist. So he holds a very prominent place in the healthcare system. And through his pharmaceutical store, by availing all the commonly required medicines at all times for the patients, he also serves the humanity. So we can say that he is actually health friend of our society, your health, your care, and your pharmacist friend. Okay. Now, how a pharmacist contribute? He contribute the health, public health by counseling the patients. He can also avail himself or he also engages himself in organizing various national health programs like TB awareness program organized by central government to eradicate the TB from our India. He also responsible for management of medicine in the hospital pharmacy or in the community pharmacy. He promotes health of public in the society. He can create community awareness by organizing or engaging in various health related camps. He has got knowledge regarding the various tests and screening techniques, so he can also avail a screening services. He is a professional dispenser, so he engage himself in the professional dispensing, and by educating people regarding the ill effects of addiction, he can give de-addiction services. या संपूर्ण गोष्टी एकत्रितरित्या आपण किंवा फार्मासिस्ट हा करू शकतो आणि म्हणूनच फार्मासिस्ट हा पब्लिकचा एक चांगला मित्र असं म्हणून नावारूपाला येतो. So in short, we can say that pharmacist is a link between physician and patient. See, today doctors are overworked. They don't have that much of time to tell all the health related information to every other person. So it becomes the responsibility of a pharmacist. As a pharmacist has got the knowledge about the pharmacology, pharmaceutics, and all every ifs and buts about the drug, he is very close to the physician. At the same time, at the time of dispensing, he becomes very close to the patient. So he can successfully work as a link between physician and pharmacist and successfully become an integral part of healthcare system. Okay, after knowing this, what are the privileges to join pharmacy? Pharmacy हे जॉईन का करायचं एवढं सगळं आपण ऐकल्यानंतर फार्मसी हे एक हेल्थ केअर सिस्टीम मधलं एक सगळ्यात महत्वाचं एक अंग आहे हे सगळं माहिती झाल्यानंतर एक प्रश्न येतो की याच्यामध्ये आपल्याला फायदे काय आहेत. तर व्हॉट आर द डिफरंट प्रिव्हिलेजेस जॉईनिंग फार्मसी? By joining pharmacy, you became a very responsible and important member of healthcare system. You can avail yourself for a very wide variety of career. Versatile career opportunities can be availed by entering in the pharmacy profession. Then you get a very privileged or professional status in the community because you people also know that the all the health related professionals enjoy a privileged status in the community. There is no saturation point as far as the medicine are concerned. We have just seen in the introductory part that until there is a single man present on the earth, medicines are required. So there is unending scope in the field of pharmacy. And at the time of doing any job, at the time of performing any business, engaging any business, you actually serve the humanity because the pharmacy is a very noble profession. Now, this is the end of the first part, the pharmacy and healthcare system. In this particular part, we have seen what is pharmacy, what is healthcare system, what is the interdependence of healthcare system and pharmacy, what are the different career avenues for the pharmacist people, and as a pharmacist, how that pharmacist can work as an integral part of healthcare system. Now, I would like to tell what are the different courses that a 12th science student can avail himself after his completion of 12th. There are three different kinds of courses. D pharmacy, which can be called as entry level course. It is a 2 years course. B pharmacy, it is a graduation course in the pharmacy, which is of 4 years. And PharmD, it is a 6 years integrated course. But in this particular session, we will concentrate mainly on D pharmacy and its career opportunities. Now, what is that D pharmacy course? The D pharmacy course is, though it is a 2 years course, it is completed in three parts. First part refers to the first year of D pharmacy. Second part refers to second year of D pharmacy, and third part is practical training, successful completion of practical training of 500 hours, which should be spread in 3 months in any authorized, reputed chemist and druggist shop. After completion of all the three parts and after registering yourself with the State Pharmacy Council, you become registered pharmacist. If you see in any D pharmacy institute that you will not find any vacant seat, it is very popular course. Why it is so popular course? Because no healthcare, no other healthcare course provides 2 year diploma, but only pharmacy profession provides 2 years diploma, and it is completed within a duration of 2 years. Apart from that, the main and very important thing about D pharmacy is it has the ability to make you financially self-reliant within a span of 2 years, friends. I have no friend, sorry, I have no student in my, I have the, I have, there are many batches under my teaching, and no student is sitting idle in home. That is the main achievement of this particular course. म्हणजे विद्यार्थ्यांना 2 वर्षामध्ये स्वतःच्या पायावर उभं करण्याची ताकद ह्या डी फार्मसी कोर्स मध्ये आहे. And third, the technical issue. Third thing is that it doesn't require this any MHT course or any NEET score. If you haven't given any entrance examination as far as MHCET is concerned or NEET is concerned, then you can also avail yourself for this particular D pharmacy course. Or you have given the examination, but your scores are not meritorious for the taking admission to the degree or other courses, then you can join the course like this D pharmacy course. Now, what are the career opportunities after completion of D pharmacy? You have to register yourself with the State Pharmacy Council, then you become registered pharmacist. And I have categorized this registered pharmacist in presently 4 different kinds of pharmacist. First of all, academic pharmacist, then industrial pharmacist, hospital pharmacist, and community pharmacist. We will see all these one by one. Now, academic pharmacist, after completion of diploma in pharmacy and after their registration with the State Pharmacy Council, these pharmacist people can avail themselves for the post of lab technicians and storekeepers. What is the job profile of a lab technicians? Lab technician is responsible for preparing and making available all the chemicals and reagents required for the successful conduction of practicals in the D pharmacy institutes. He has also required to assemble various glasswares, various equipments, and keep them ready for the practical purpose. He has also maintained documentation that is required by the law, that he has to maintain all the required documentation regarding students' attendance, regarding availability of chemical, consumption of chemical, any breakage of glasswares, and anything like that. And he has to make that particular record at par with the records of the stores in the institute. Okay, so this is the job profile of lab technician. So what are storekeepers? Storekeepers are also this particular post that also can be availed by D pharmacy students. Storekeepers, the main job profile of storekeepers is to collect and issue the orders of laboratory and college requirements, to purchase and distribute that particular order or material to concerned departments. He has also to maintain his documentation of orders, purchase, and all these things. And as like lab technicians, that storekeeper has also to required to keep all these records at par with these lab technicians. That means laboratory and store records should be synonymous. Okay, though these are the career opportunities in the academics. Not many people enter in this particular avenues or in this particular sports because of availability of much attractive career options outside in the market. Though it is limited, it has also ability to earn you your bread and butter. Okay, so let's move towards the next avenue, industrial pharmacist. I would like to I would like to make it clear one thing over here, that though some industries, some small scale industries are opening their doors for a D pharmacy students in their production, manufacturing, process control, but many multinational companies and many bigger companies are restricted the entry of D pharmacy student only in their packaging department. Though it is though it is a true, but at the time of doing your job in the packaging department, if you remain consistent, if you do your hard work, then you can also excel into the higher positions in the company in the form of promotions. At the time of doing your job in the packaging department, if you do or if you pursue any industry sponsored programs or industry sponsored training programs, you can excel yourself in the industry and you can go into the higher departments. The most lucrative field of all the fields in the pharmacy or marketing or for the people of the pharmacy is marketing field. That means the medical representative people. Told you earlier that medical representative people are employed by pharmaceutical companies to introduce their product to the physician in the form of verbal communication, by giving them information in the form of literature, in the form of leaflets, and convincing them to write their product only. They have to convince that how their product is better than their competitor company's product. At the same time, he has also to make sure that his side by medical, the medical which is present side by the physician, side by medical make available all these kinds of medicine. These medical representative people has to visit frequently to take the follow-up of the physician, whether he is writing the prescription of their products or not, and whether that particular product is available in that particular medical store or not. For the apart from educational qualification, entering in the market for medical representative people, you should have proficiency in English. You should have a very good communication skill, interpersonal communication skills, and you should be very punctual and you should be very sincere towards your job, because this is a job which give you a very handsome salary. As long as you are giving business to a company keep on paying you in the form of incentives. Salary is also salary gives that company gives you salary, but as long as you increase the business of that particular company, the incentives get increased. The particular they are eligible also for traveling allowance, then they are eligible also for DA allowance. That's why this marketing job or medical representative job is very lucrative, and it is pulling a very much students, very large number of students are entering in this marketing field in the form of medical representatives. Hospital pharmacist. Every government hospital, many private hospitals, super specialty hospitals, multi-specialty hospitals, charitable hospitals employ the services of hospital pharmacist. ही गोष्ट थोडंसं मित्रांनो मी मराठीमध्ये सांगायचा प्रयत्न करतो, मराठीमध्ये मुद्दाम सांगतो की हॉस्पिटल फार्मासिस्ट म्हटल्यानंतर आपल्याला असं वाटतं की प्रत्येक हॉस्पिटलमध्ये एकच हॉस्पिटल फार्मासिस्ट असेल, परंतु हॉस्पिटल फार्मासिस्टचा एक जॉब प्रोफाईल जो आहे हा फक्त डिस्पेन्सिंग केमिस्ट पुरता मर्यादित न राहता, ज्याला आपण हॉस्पिटलचं स्टोर असं म्हणतो, त्यामध्ये सुद्धा एक हॉस्पिटल फार्मासिस्टची एक वॅकन्सी असते आणि ती हॉस्पिटल कडून भरली जाते. ती एक जॉब प्रोफाईल, ती एक जॉब ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी आपल्या सर्व फार्मासिस्ट बंधूंसाठी अवेलेबल आहे. At the same time, pharmacist people can work in the hospital in the form of a dispensing chemist or dispensing pharmacist. Okay. Apart from this, government, as far as government hospitals are concerned, these government hospitals keep on organizing healthcare camps in the rural area. So whenever a doctor or physicians go over there in the rural area, pharmacists go with them, and this is also a next job profile of hospital pharmacist. Hospital pharmacist has to supply all the medicine to hospital wards and to ambulatory patients. He is responsible for procurement, maintenance, and distribution of drugs to the ambulatory patients and different hospital wards, because he is responsible for dispensing, compounding, and distribution of medicines to in and out patient department. I have shown here the Apollo Pharmacy. There are many bigger hospitals which have got a hospital chain. These employ more than one post of hospital pharmacist. So this is a very new or very attractive career opportunity for all the hospital pharmacists, all the pharmacist people, I should say. Then next one, the community pharmacist. For convenience, I have made the four different parts of this community pharmacist. Community pharmacist makes or community pharmacist refers to the present medical shops which are available in the society. The four different avenues or four different parts that I have made for convenience are chemist and druggist shops, Jana Aushadhi Kendra, wholesale medical shops, and I have given a new thought to the medical shop, that is veterinary medicine shop exclusively meant for veterinary medicines. Now, friends, in the chemist and druggist shop, the main thing in the chemist and druggist shop is that particular pharmacist which is available in the chemist and druggist shop should make available all the commonly required medicines at all times, and he should furnish all the medicine at all the reasonable time to the patient. And by doing so, he should also engage himself in the counseling sessions with the patient. As I told you earlier, that today's doctors are overworked. They don't have time to tell all health related information to every other person. So it becomes the responsibility of pharmacist to create an awareness about health by giving important health related information to patient. By doing this, he proves a link between a doctor and patient. A new thing has been started in recent years, that is Jan Aushadhi Kendra. This is the government sponsored scheme under which you can start your own medical store, which employs or which avails the generic medicines in very cheaper rates. So every person in the society can afford that particular medicine. Wholesale medical shop, if you have got a larger space of your business and you can afford to invest some larger amounts, you can also start or engage yourself to the wholesale medical shop. And veterinary medicine shop, friends, many farmers are engaged themselves in the some agro allied businesses like dairies, poultry, and goat farming. For the maintenance of all these things, for the treatment of their livestock, for the in the form of growth boosters, vaccines, and all types of medicines, a large amount of drugs are required. At the same time, many peoples are pet lovers. They are keeping the pets. They are love to keep the pets, cats and dogs. So for their treatment, the medicines are required. So if you make available all these medicines under one roof by starting a exclusively medicine shop exclusively meant for veterinary medicine, you can have a better career opportunity, because there are a very less number of only veterinary medicine shop in the market. So that can give you a very better opportunity apart from this chemical conventional chemist and druggist shop. Okay, so these are some career opportunities after D pharmacy. So I have given some different thoughts to this. The things may different. So by Okay, so I would like to give one thought in the respect of pharmacist, that it is a doctor which gives life to the patient by giving him the medicine, but it is a pharmacist who gives life to the medicine by his knowledge and by his skill. So proud to be a pharmacist. So I would like to tell something about the college where I work. This is the Dogurajrao Deshmukh D Pharmacy College building where I work as a lecturer. Our college has a very strong academics. Our college has a reputation of producing a state ranker in 2016. It has got a very good infrastructure in terms of laboratories and library. Our laboratories are having a state-of-an-art architecture, and they are equipped with all the fulfillment of glasswares and chemicals. As far as library is concerned, the library is considered as the powerhouse of any academic institute. Okay, so our library is full-fledged with more than 3,500 books with various reference books, various national and international journals. So this library is very flourished one. As far as technical events on and co-curricular activities are concerned, we are expertise in organizing paper and poster presentation, national level paper and poster presentation in the name of under the name of Vishwa Pharma. Every year we organize this particular technical event, paper and poster presentation, and in which all students from all over the country participate with their papers and posters. As a part of study, D-Pharmacy students need to visit hospital to know exactly the working of every department of the hospital, the working of various hospital pharmacies, their inventory control, their stock, the preservation of medicines. So we every year we organize different hospital visits to different places. Apart from hospital visit, we also organize industrial visit to various reputed industries, so that whatever students learning in the theory, they should see practically how things are done actually in the industry. And every year we organize industrial tour to a very reputed industry. As a part of society and to create an awareness of social responsibility and to develop their social aspect, we organize a programs for social commitment like AIDS awareness rally to mark the importance of AIDS awareness on the 1st December. We also organize a free health checkup camp for Tulzapur devotees, and we give a free first aid treatment to them. In terms of extracurricular activity, sports activity, we are pioneer in organizing state level Pharma Volley Cup since last 5 to 6 years, and in which different teams from different pharmacy colleges across Maharashtra take participation in this particular team. And as far as this year is concerned, more than 40 participants teams from men and women have participated and graced this event and made this particular event very successful. This particular Pharma Volley Cup event is very popular in our area. For giving wings to their extracurricular activities and providing them stage, our college organized various colorful cultural events to give the importance to their extracurricular activities. So with this, I come to the end of the session of this particular webinar. I would like to urge all the 11th and 12th students to enter in the pharmacy profession by joining any of the course of pharmacy. I would like to tell them that don't become another brick in the wall. Try to create your own masterpiece. Thank you. With this, I would like to thank our management team and my principal sir for giving me an opportunity to present this particular webinar. I also thankful to my colleague, Professor Samir Shafi sir, who anchored me in this particular program. And I take opportunity to thank our technical support team for giving this particular technical support, without which this particular webinar would not have been possible. So I would like to hand over this session to Samir Shafi sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much, Vagdare sir. It was such a wonderful presentation with very simple wordings. Through this presentation, we all have to come to know what exactly the pharmacy is, what exactly pharmacist is, what is the role of pharmacist in healthcare system, beautifully you said how exactly there is a need of medicine, and especially regarding your scope, you have given scope. The best thing I would like to hear, most of the student even they appreciated regarding, you said especially for the diploma, just after completion of 2 years itself, a candidate can secure his future within a very short duration time. Actually, one can secure his future. Thank you so much, sir, for a wonderful presentation. Vagdara sir, especially here, I would like to say that we have received few questions.
Okay, sir.
Based on your presentation, a few curious students, actually they raised few questions, and that I would like to ask. Can I ask, sir?
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Sir, our first question, especially, that is, can a non-pharmacist person start a wholesale medical store?
Okay, good question, sir. Presently, a non-pharmacist person can start wholesale medical store if he employ the services of registered pharmacist. But I have heard that Union Health Ministry, with the consultation of Drugs Technical Advisory Board, has taken one decision, or they are supposed to pass one resolution, that only the wholesale medical shops or the licenses of wholesale medical shops should be restricted to registered pharmacists. So it has not come into the market, but it will in the near future, it will definitely will be restricted to only registered pharmacist people.
Nice answer, Sirji. There is one other question, sir. Is there any possibility of entering into medical coding after the completion of diploma in pharmacy, sir? Because you beautifully said regarding medical coding is one of the scope of pharmacy. They wants to know after completion, can they enter into medical coding, sir?
Definitely, sir. Medical coding is the new era in the pharmacy profession, and D-pharmacy students with a sound academic background, have to sound knowledge of pharmacology, they can enter in the medical coding system. But before entering into the medical coding job, they have to pursue some course regarding that particular medical coding, and they have to give one examination organized by American academics for that professional coders. That particular examination is CPC, that is Certified Professional Coder Examination, which is an open book test. And after completion or after passing that particular examination, any diploma student can enter into the medical coding, which is a very lucrative career as far as the scope of pharmacy is concerned.
Nice answer, Sajid. Another question, sir, especially I would like to ask is, as the whole world is under lockdown because of COVID-19, what is the role of pharmacist in the present COVID-19 pandemic?
Sir, not only in the COVID-19 pandemic, pharmacist has to play an important role in every infection or every epidemics. As far as COVID-19 pandemic, pharmacist as a counselor can give an information regarding the uses of masks, importance of social distancing, use of hand sanitizers, and if any person develops a symptom synonymous to that COVID-19 symptoms, then he can guide that particular patient what further treatment is to be taken. Because, sir, presently, though the hospitals are open, hospitals are giving very limited access to the patients. So if you are confirmed only, then only you can go to the hospital. So all these things, without going to the doctor, that pharmacist as a counselor can give information to the patient, sir.
Superb answer, Sarji. Another thing, especially I would like to ask, you said in the scope, that is diploma, DP, and PharmD. There is one question from a very curious student, that after completion of a diploma in pharmacy, how one candidate can enter into the PharmD?
Okay, good question, sir. D-pharmacy candidates, many questions in our colleges also students ask this question, that how can one become a pharmacy professional after completion of diploma course? Because as far as degree is concerned, degree students get direct admission to the fourth year of pharmacy. Is there any such a provision for a D-pharmacy student? So I would like to tell them that D-pharmacy student have to take admission for the first year of D-pharmacy itself, sorry, pharmacy itself.
Okay.
Otherwise, there is alternatively, they can take admission to direct second year of degree, and by completion of their degree course, they can take admission to direct fourth year of pharmacy.
Sir, actually, we have very much interesting question. And I think this might be a question from a pharma background student. Actually, he's asking your opinion, sir. He's saying that in India, pharmacy profession has still not got that much value as compared to other European countries and all. Can you suggest anything, sir? What might be one of the reason for this one, sir?
I would like to give this answer from very basic things, sir.
Okay, sir.
As a chemist and druggist shop, what you do? You just only sell the medicines. Though the webinars are conducted, though various information things are there done for the information of chemist and druggist, that they should work as a counselors. They are the patient counselors, and you can switch into the clinical pharmacy also. But we are not ready to switch our job. We are not ready to give education to the people. So unless and until we value ourselves, the world is not going to value yourself. So first of all, increase your value as a healthcare professional, then world is automatically will value you.
Kya baat hai? Means you want to say that raise your value, the world will salute you.
Yeah, sir. Yeah,
being a pharmacist.
Yeah.
Sure, Sirji. Very nice answer, Sirji. Thank you very much, sir. Actually, these were the few questions from all the participants. I would like to give a very big thank you to you, Sirji, because you have explained pharmacy in such a simple terms. Most of the students, even chat room also, we had seen that they appreciated a lot. It was a wonderful and very informative session from organizer team. Actually, I would like to thank Vagdare sir for his such a wonderful presentation, especially regarding participant. I would like to say that thank you so much for your huge support. Without you, actually, this session will get that much huge success. Thank you so much. I would like to thank principal. I would like to thank management. I would like to thank all my technical team and all my colleagues for giving their big support for organizing this webinar. We are going to meet you, all the participants, in our coming up session. That is on our third webinar that is going to be conducted on the 10th of June. I request all the participants to keep your support in the same manner. I assure you, after completion of this series of 5 webinars, your knowledge actually will very much reach, and you don't have any kind of hesitation at the time of choosing your profession. Once again, thank you very much for all the participants. And here I declare that this webinar is over. Thank you very much, everyone. Good day.